But is it really? Oh, there it goes.
Is it? Yeah. I think it's recording. Oh. Wrong NWO.
New World Order.
That would have been funny. You start off the show with that intro. I mean, you could go back and edit that in there, but YouTube may not like that.
Well, to start things out, it's a New World Order, but
not that New World Order.
And not the Megadeth song New World Order.
And we're not even talking about Germany's New World Order. We're talking about Ministry. New World Order. Industrial
Are you far away from your mic?
I might be. Oh, there we go. Hold on. Yep, I think I got it.
Okay, for a second there, you were sounding kind of distant from your mic.
How's it sound now?
Better.
Oh, that's good. As long as it's better. Kind of get my microphone set. There we go. I think that sounds all right.
Yeah, so I was able to actually find a video so that the video playlist wasn't just a picture with the song.
Oh, okay.
But I could not find that for a Drug Against War later in the...
Oh, you really couldn't find that video for KMFDM? I think I butchered that, but that's all right.
Yeah, so that one's, like we said before, there's certain songs that just never had a video made for them.
Oh, I thought the Drug Against War did have a video.
I wasn't finding one other than ones that basically were like a picture, but then again, I was trying to keep it with the Overdose mix that...
Oh, that, yeah. That's right.
You went with, but enough with that one, but starting off with Ministry, New World Order.
Yes. And they're actually from Chicago. Believe it or not. Chicago. And this was also on the Cool World soundtrack, featuring Kim Basinger and a young Brad Pitt. Came out in 1992 by Ralph Bakshi.
Yeah, I was surprised. I was like, really? That song was on the soundtrack? Really?
Yes, it was. It was on the soundtrack. It was on one of the, I guess, it was playing during one of the chase scenes.
Yes, so I found the actual, or a really good video that was with that.
Oh, okay.
Just like Megadeth, it has a George Bush soundbite.
Oh man.
They're going to ask me to raise taxes, and I'm going to say no. No new taxes.
No new taxes. Read my lips.
I'm not sure what the soundbite is and the New World Order one is, but...
But it does sound kind of haunting. It's one of them songs that you don't want to listen to when you're walking alone at night. Because you never know, there might be some aliens behind you ready to kidnap you or abduct you.
Aliens.
But yeah, Ministry. Oh yeah, aliens or ATLiens. They may come to get you. Yeah, but Ministry is one of those long-reigning industrial metal bands. When they started, they were considered synth pop, but then they changed up their musical taste, changed up their style. It all started in 1981. So they've been around a while.
Yeah,
About 30
that's
years.
the thing. They've been around a while, but I didn't hear about them until like around the same time as White Zombie was getting big, 9 Inch Nails, KMFDM. So around that time when all of those groups were prime time.
Yeah, getting big. Oh yeah, you can also find Ministry on the soundtrack of Escape from L.A., featuring Kurt Russell.
Now that makes more sense.
Yeah. A lot of people didn't like that movie, but I did. A lot of folks, it's not Escape from New York. Well, okay. That was a good movie too, but I also like Escape from L.A.
Yeah, and that second one, Escape from LA, had a pretty rocking soundtrack, if I remember right.
Yeah, they did. That was a pretty rocking soundtrack. And I do know that, of course, Ministry's on it, I believe. Like you said, that would make sense.
Which only makes sense.
Considering that is kind of a New World Order, that movie. But I can't remember. But I did like that one scene where Snake Plissken had to make all his basketball shots within the time limit in order to survive.
And whatever happened to Lee Van Cleef? Whatever happened to Lee?
Whatever happened to Lee? Only Mojo knows. You gotta call him back in here. Maybe not. Let's see.
Oh. The next pick was my first pick. I was listening to the Liquid Metal, waiting for Julie, and I heard this song from a group called Cattle Decapitation.
I like the name.
And Manufactured Extinct is the name of the track from their 2015 album.
Cattle Decapitation. Man, I guess they like their steaks. I don't know.
And I don't know if I'm pronouncing this. Oh, get out of here, Mojo. Well, somebody called me. This isn't your show, Mojo. Over there.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. Well, the name of the... I see you making faces over there. The name of the album, The Anthropocene Extinction.
Oh my God, that's a mouthful right there.
2015. That's almost as bad as...
Oh no, don't say it.
Ankylospondilitis.
I knew it. I knew you were going to go there.
The Anthropocene Extinction.
Ooh. So they made it all one word, right?
The song is Manufactured Extinct. But neither of those are as hard to say for me or Mojo as Los Ingobernables, which I probably murdered pretty bad.
That's what makes
Even
it
though
funny.
it looks like it would be easier to say.
If you would think so. It looks it, but it's not. But cattle decapitation. Even that's hard to say. How long have they been out?
Oh, the group?
Yeah.
Let's see. I think their first album came out in '99 called Human Jerky.
Oh. Ah. And it says here they formed in San Diego, California. So they've been out for a while.
Their 2004 album is called Humanure. Part human, part manure. Humanure.
Oh, Humanure, I see it. Oh. And it shows a picture of a bull or a cow crapping out skulls and hands and stuff like that. Makes you want to
Monolith of Inhumanity in 2012.
Let's see. Yeah.
But they have a new album out called Terracite.
Wow.
Not to be confused with Parasite.
No, not at all. Terracite. I like these names they come up with for their title of their albums. That's pretty cool, actually.
You know, of course, their name is in that death metal writing.
Yeah, it is.
But still, most of them are still way more legible than a lot of them that I've seen.
Oh. Yeah, make it easier for us. But it is more legible.
What's funny is on that metal show guys on their new show on YouTube, This Rocks, they actually, Don has Eddie try to figure out a name of a death metal band. Because of they have that crazy death metal writing, and you can almost never make it out and be like, so you're telling me there's letters in that?
Apparently there is. Like, can't you see that? It's simple. It says cattle decapitation. You don't see that? No, not really.
Oh, now that you said the name, I think I can sort of make it out. Now that I know what I'm looking for.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
But it's weird that they put those two together because of here's the line that they show in the still frame. Machine to make machines, fabricating the end of all living things.
Oh shit.
So we're going from NWO, basically New World Order, to manufactured extinct.
Whew. Yes. That's what Ministry left for cattle decapitation. I butchered that, but oh well.
Yeah, and now
Uh-oh.
Because Derk went with Def Leppard.
Yes, Def Leppard. All because
I decided, I was like, oh, well, this group's heavier than Def Leppard, so. Because at first I was questioning, what is this heavy enough? And then it's like, well, Derk picked Def Leppard, so
Well,
I was
we
like,
did
say hard rock.
yeah, you did say that.
So
And they,
that's why it was okay for me to pick my second pick,
right.
which was Ratt.
Oh,
Loving
shit.
you is a dirty job.
Ratt. Sweet
Which I
cherry pie.
also made me pick also because of I was listening with all that driving I do now to Sirius XM and Hair Nation playing that.
Okay. We will allow it.
And that was from the Wayback Machine.
Yeah. Wow, I almost forgot all about Ratt.
I'm trying to oh, it was on their 1990 album Detonator. And that album had Shame, Shame, Shame on it as well.
Shame. Yeah, oh, that's right. Shame, shame, shame. Almost forgot all about that one. But man, up until you brought him up, I'm thinking, oh my goodness, Ratt.
Well, at least they can hear, unlike that deaf leopard. That poor leopard can't hear a thing.
No, he can't. That's why he's deaf. Leopard. Maybe some
Yeah, and
sweet.
Stephen Piercy is another one that still sounds really, really good voice wise all these years later.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, some because as they get a little older, some of their voices just goes away.
Like I think that, and this is unpopular, but I think that I'd rather hear the guy that sings Sebastian Bach's songs better than Sebastian Bach.
Oh, so you want Chris Jericho?
No, but the singer that Skid Row has right now sings better than Sebastian Bach does now. Mind you, if it was back in Sebastian Bach's heyday, I would not be saying that probably.
Right.
But it's like what we were getting at. Not everybody is able to keep their. Not everybody Stephen Piercy or Joe Elliott or Alice Cooper who get to
Yeah, Alice Cooper.
have their
Man.
strong voice after all these years.
But he kept his. And I just realized I confused Ratt with Warrant.
And Derks all red. Dirty, rotten, filthy, stinking.
Yeah, you're right. That's terrible. How can anyone confuse Warrant with Ratt? And I did it.
Makes your mind go round and round. What comes around goes around. You tell me once.
You better
That's
tell
right.
me. Better tell me twice, actually. And no, that's not. And no, Warrant's not the pick next week. But yeah, Ratt. Ratt's a good pick, though.
And then, just like last week, what's that? last week on the AD show, or was that a Derk City? But
It was last.
for,
It was the
for
last
the
AD show.
second half of the video playlist, and my last pick for this week, which was a really cool video. Speaking of Alice Cooper, 100 More Miles.
There you go. That's a legend right there, Alice Cooper.
And still making amazing, really good music still.
Yeah, I don't know how
this came out like this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, Road. His newest album, Road, that came out this year.
Oh man. Did you listen to it?
I've listened to a few songs. Like he's got does a song called a cover of old hippie song Magic Bus.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that we had one of the other songs on the one of the two shows. It was either Welcome to the Show or White Line Frankenstein that we played before.
Oh man. I can't remember.
This song that I picked this week's called 100 More Miles, with an awesome animated video.
Oh. Animated rock videos are the best.
Yeah, like I said, that was a sleeper one, that Seven Dust one that we had on there. But I feel like more people saw that video, just like this Alice Cooper one, that they'd really think it's, at least the video itself, really cool.
Yeah, video's cool.
And it's like really impressive, like we said, for these older artists, especially Cooper, who's got to be in his 70s now.
Yeah, he's 75 actually.
And still, I guess that's one thing that he did say, like in an interview and everything. He's like, with this makeup and everything, I've always made myself look so old. Now that I'm getting older and everything, it just sort of goes with the character. And
and he's from your neck of the woods, Detroit, Michigan.
Detroit.
Just like Mark. Maybe they know each other.
Ask me why the singer's name was Alice. I said, listen, baby, you really wouldn't understand.
He's right. I remember Alice.
Detroit City.
I remember Alice Cooper was at one of the WrestleManias, backing up Jake the Snake Roberts.
Speaking of Detroit, I believe that was the one in Detroit, WrestleMania 3.
Yeah.
And he was coming out with Jake.
Yes, coming out with Jake. But he lost to the Honky Tonk Man.
It's the Honky Tonk Man.
He's the Honky Tonk Man. I'm like, oh, Jake got beat by the Honky Tonk Man. Damn.
Well, also, I think that's might have been the same WrestleMania that I was super bummed, even though at the end of the day, you remember him walking out with the cape and crown and everything.
Yeah.
But Yet Harley Race was the one who beat Junkyard Dog in the match.
Yeah.
But like I said, but you all remember afterwards Junkyard Dog getting the
crown.
Yeah. And he even had the royal cape as those slow carts took him back to the back.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, by this time, Junkyard Dog was kind of past his prime.
Autobots, roll out.
Roll out. And that's what Junkyard Dog did after that.
A drug against war overdose mix. Derk's number 2 pick, KMFDM.
Yes. And that's a German acronym too.
For?
Believe it or not. I can't pronounce that. I'm not even gonna try. But it's in English.
Los Ingobernables.
But in English, it translates to no majority for the pity. That's the English version of KMFDM. And, not pronouncing that one. Not in German, that is. But yeah, the video Drug Against War, which I can't believe that you couldn't find. That's a good video.
I told you that it was because of, I thought you were specifically wanting the version that you picked, the overdose mix.
Yeah. That's right. I just wanted the overdose mix.
What is the... I didn't listen to the other version, so maybe you could let us know, like, what was the difference between the two?
Basically, it's pretty much the same thing. They just added more bells and whistles to it, and it's a little bit longer. Just when you think it ends, it begins again. Like, oh, okay. Kind of like an encore at a certain point of the song. But by all means, it's still pretty good. But I did love the video.
So how did you really come across them? Like, I forget what song it was, but I think it was, that's what it was. It was speaking of White Zombie,
it
was like back in the day you had all these remixes, and
White Zombie
I remember a friend having some White Zombie single, but it was the KMFDM mix.
Oh, snap.
Or something like that.
For White Zombie?
Yeah. I don't know, like, what song, but I can remember.
Oh, my gosh. I got to look that up now.
Nightcrawlers, the KMFD remixes. Album by White Zombie.
Oh, you found it.
Album released in 1992 by White Zombie through Geffen Records.
Oh, man. Yeah, there was a lot of remixes. White Zombie did them too. But A Drug Against War came out, 1993, I believe? Yeah, but it came out in 1993.
Yeah, I think it was the Thunder Kiss 65.
Yeah, that was White Zombie.
Remix.
Yeah.
Is the one that I'm thinking of, that or Black Sunshine, one of the two.
Thunder Kiss 65. That came out 1992, I believe. Like KMFDM, another industrial band. Kind of like Ministry a little bit.
Like I said, that's when I started hearing all Ministry and KMFDM is basically like when 9 Inch Nails was just blowing up.
Yeah, 9 Inch Nails also. Yeah, you're right. That was one of your picks last week. 9 Inch Nails.
Indeed. March of the Pigs.
March of the Pigs. Oink oink.
Din, 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 din.
Love that song. What's wrong?
Yeah, in the Modric City, Derk froze.
Yes, I did.
But the cats that can't hear, let's go.
Well, y'all know who that is. It's Jim Vicious' favorite, Def Leppard.
From 7 years ago, the official video. Def Leppard, let's go.
Let's go.
Now, was there something about... Tell me you picked this more than just because somebody does not like Def Leppard.
I remember hearing that song during Monday Night Football game. It was the Seahawks. I forgot who they played. But when they were going to commercial, they were playing that video, and you could see Russell Wilson's face as the football goes to the field goal, and it's in slow motion when he moves his head, and that song's playing in the background. But I always liked Def Leppard, believe it or not. And a lot of people said they're like AC/DC, they only have the same sound. That's not true, actually. I mean, their first album, On Through the Night and High and Dry, that it was different than what we're accustomed to now. Because I remember Lady Strange. That's one of my favorite songs from Def Leppard on High and Dry album. That was a good song. Now, when they got the Pyromania, that's when they kind of went a little bit more, I guess, glossy. And I like their Photograph song. That was a great song. It's about Marilyn Manson. I mean, Jesus, Marilyn Monroe.
Photograph. Yeah, Photograph was on the Pyromania.
Yes, Pyromania.
Oh, that's where all the songs that Mojo... Oh, Mojo just needs to buy Hysteria.
Yeah, you do.
Because it's got all the songs that Mojo...
that you like.
Thinks of when he thinks of Def Leppard. Rocket.
Yep.
Rocket. Yeah.
Satellite of Love. No, anyway.
Animal.
Yep.
Love Bites. Pour some sugar on me.
Oh, man. That's a guilty pleasure.
Are you getting it? I'm a getting it. Maybe with all the New World Order and Manufactured Extinct, Dirk should have gone with Armageddon it.
Maybe. Or maybe I should have gone with Animal, because I love Animal. Yeah.
Oh, Gods of War. Which is, I think, an underrated Def Leppard song.
Yeah, it is.
Is also on Hysteria.
Hysteria had a lot of hits on that album.
From 87.
Man. Love Bites. And that old guilty pleasure, like you said before, Pour Some Sugar on Me. Pour some sugar on me. Oh, I don't care. We're still talking. The timer went up. We're still talking.
So I had always heard from people that have seen Def Leppard live.
Yeah.
That from the album Adrenalize,
Mm-hmm.
which, speaking of cool animated videos and everything, the song Let's Get Rocked.
Right.
And they say that the live version is actually Let's Get Fucked.
Oh, snap.
And that rock is taking the place of, is like the clean version of that song, basically, so that they could have the video to play and everything, but live. I had always heard that it was let's get fucked. So it makes it even funnier when you think that it's like, so in the video he's like, so is a rock out of the question?
Rock out of the question.
Listen to that song again, and every time that you hear him say rock.
I don't know why I think that's so funny, but it is.
Man, it's weird though. I remember that video and everything, but everything else on this album is just like a blank to me. Like, I clearly remember Let's Get Rocked in that video being really big, but the other tracks on that album don't ring a bell whatsoever.
Yeah. Let's Get Rocked. And then, like, off the air, I told you that they came out with an album last year called Diamond Star Halos, which was a pretty good album. It's more bluesy and more, I guess, country-y. I guess that's how I can describe it. 15 tracks.
Yeah, they were pretty busy, it seems like, during the shutdown, the pandemic, if you will.
Yeah, if you will.
Because in 2020 they released 2 live albums, Hysteria at the O2 and Hits Vegas. And then in the 21 they released Rarities from the Vault album.
Yeah.
And like you were just saying, in 2022 released an album of all new stuff called Diamond Star Halos.
Yeah. I got to send that to you.
And so then in 2023, though, is when they released that Drastic Symphonies with a bunch of their old hits played with orchestra behind them or along with them.
Did you like it?
Some songs sounded decent with a orchestra. Like this, more songs that were already slower.
Yeah.
And everything. What was it that I heard?
Paper
Sun.
Let's Get Rocked on there.
Love Bites, Goodbye for Good This Time, Love, Gods of War, Angel, Wait for Love, When Love and Hate Collides. Man, I don't know which one it was. Oh, I think it was Bringing on a Heartbreak is the one I heard.
Oh.
With the orchestra. But now I'm kind of interested that I'm seeing the tracks on here. Kind of interested to hear Gods of War with an orchestra.
That would be interesting.
Oh, and your Animal is.
I love Animal.
Track that's on that as well with a symphony.
Oh man, that's gotta sound good actually.
You really dig Animal.
We are the only ones. I can't do that voice like you can.
Oh, I thought you were about to break out in Nirvana. I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one.
See, I can't do that. I could, but I wouldn't have a voice left.
Merc
Well,
Ditchell? Where's Dirk?
yes.
Dirk Mitchell.
He's somewhere around here.
But instead we get Merc Ditchell?
Yeah, we get Merc Ditchell.
Dirkoween 2023.
Yeah, good old Shaheen put that there, which I thought was funny. Derkoween. And I'm not using that name either.
Dirkoween, Dirkoween, Dirkoween. Interesting.
Speaking of interesting, I wouldn't mind seeing you and G Wiz, Jim Vicious, and Sir Robert of Blaze jam out, since you're all musicians.
Yeah, a long time ago we had talked about that. All the way back in the Highmark days.
Oh, you and
And
Noah got
stuff,
Metal
and
Cast
we're
talked
talking
about it?
about like Bobby and all those different people that were musical talents too, and we're like, man, it might have even been G Wiz's idea or something spammed through our Highmarks conversations about, man, we really should like have a compilation of all these podcasters.
Yeah.
It was an idea that was floated out there.
Yeah. Combine the names. Old guy Metal Marks. That's not a bad name actually. That would be cool. Aaron and G Wiz, Jim Vicious, and Bobby Blades going at it. And I'll just be a roadie.
Wiz, who can do anything.
Yeah, he can. Wiz can do anything.
Drums, bass, guitar.
Yeah, but don't you do bass too?
Yeah, basically everything but drums.
Oh, well, see, you're close. You're getting there. You can almost do everything.
In drums, if you just want a steady beat, I can do that. But when it changes up,
Oh, I got you. You can also produce.
A little bit.
Yeah, you can come up with lyrics. Like when
Yep,
someone asks.
speaking of that, that's something that's what has been busy and everything is. At the end of this month is Heavy Metal Joe's wedding.
Oh, that's right. You made lyrics for that, didn't you?
Say what?
You
I made
made lyrics
for the song, or his
Yeah.
newest song that we played, I believe, last week. It was part of the video playlist.
Oh, that is sweet. I gotta go back and listen to it now. Again.
Sins of Hate, Carved in Stone.
It's not set in stone, but it's carved in stone. That is awesome. But yeah, that was a fun episode.
Yeah, it's great that our picks can be like talk about them, and they lead into other conversations.
Yeah, I know.
From there, like the whole with me, like that your picks, other than the Def Leppard, really made me think back of a time of, like I said, the heyday of 9 Inch Nails, when they were like one of the biggest groups out there.
They were pretty big. You got your Nine Inch Nails and your Ministries. Even White Zombie.
White Zombie and the KMFDM remix.
Yes. Kill everything. Kill everything. I said, wait a minute, hold on there. That's what they started off with in that video, Jug Against War. I remember also seeing that video on Beavis and Butthead.
So,
It started out with kill everything, and of course Beavis says, yeah, kill everything. I remember that.
no way.
Yes way. That's Beavis for you. Of course Butthead's like, settle down, Beavis.
A drug against war.
Drug Against War. There it is. There it is.
Yeah. Kill everything.
Kill everything. Beavis already has.
And with that, folks, it's been another week. And you are in the show again, Mojo.
And don't forget me, ST.
How's the injury coming, ST?
Slowly but surely. I want to thank Panthro for picking up my spot, teaming up with my brother.
Oh, he has?
Yeah, that's why he ran from your house that one time, that you couldn't find him for a day or so.
Well, then he got himself beat up.
Yes, he sure did.
And now he's probably hanging out with your friend Ray J in the hospital.
Yeah,
As he calls him.
what a shame. But he did get
Now
free
all the
food
good
out of the
brothers
deal.
are out.
Hmm?
I said, now all the good brothers are out.
Yes, they are. I wonder if Panthro was considered a good brother. Well, he did get food out of the deal. After he ran out like that just to meet you, ST. Like I said, I'm sorry for that. It was urgent.
Urgent. Emergency.
But he's the only one not in the hospital. Good old Panthro.
And your good friend Mia Mew.
Yeah. What's Mew doing up these days?
Oh, usually hiding.
Oh, well, there she goes again.
And with that, folks, AD is Metal 4 is over.
Let's see what you did there. AD is metaphor. What's that metaphor? What? No.
Metal 4.
Metaphor. Okay.
You know, sort of like Humanure.
Ah, Humanure.